outside and do little crooked grinds and just get all, gonna whoop your butt.
Hello, this week we're going all DIY again, as we show you how to construct your very own block. Now it should look a bit like this, but maybe a bit bigger. And to further my rugged image, I'm sporting this fabulously manly tool belt. Although I could build it all with this miniature Swiss Army knife, I'm not going to. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Things you need to gather for the block are 4 pallets, a sheet of 1/2-inch ply, some screws and a length of angle iron. For the basic frame of the block, I've found a couple of sturdy pallets. Go on, get out of it. Does the job nicely. Now you could go down to your local building site and I'm sure they'd be willing to help you out. Cut all the pallets along the middle support blocks and this will leave you with 4 identical rectangle sections. Small kids, don't be using the power tools. Get some experienced adult type to help you and make sure they wear some styling safety goggles. Once they're all cut, place one pallet section on top of another and fasten them together with some screws on either end. And do the same with the other 2 pieces. Push the 2 sections' smaller ends together and there you have it, the basic frame for a block. That was quick. The block will be about mid-shin height. You could make it higher, but this is a good size to learn on. Measure the height and width of the sides and cut 2 strips of plywood to size. Screw the 2 side bits in position and join the 2 sections together. Make sure you put more screws where the 2 sections join to make it more secure. After the side pieces are secured, measure the size the top surface is going to need to be. Mark it up, cut to size and screw it to the top. Make sure it's flush to the edges and try not to have any sticking out screws as they tend to snag on your board. Lastly, you need to put on the angle iron, which is the bit you'll be grinding and sliding along. You can usually pick one up at your local DIY store. You could put a bit on both sides, so you can skate it either way, but one will do. Mark it up to be the same length as a block and cut to size. Drill holes in either end and one in the middle. Use a drill bit the same diameter as the screws long bit. Make sure the fastening screws you select are quite sturdy ones. Now you need to countersink the holes. You can get a special countersinking drill bit, but if you don't have one, just drill halfway into the holes you've already drilled with a drill bit the same diameter as the screw head. The countersinking is really important, else you'll rip your board and wheels to shreds if you don't do it properly. So when you fasten the metal to the block, make sure the screws don't stick out. Now you can stick it on your board and wheel it down to your local car park and get busy on that block. Well, there you have it, a nice new block. If your block survives till next week, I'll show you some fresh tricks you can do on it. Winton!